Hey guys, Jam here, and welcome back to another video. And in this one I kind of want to take a brief recap of 2024 and just trying to go over some of the miniatures I actually finished. Now the reason why I'm doing this video is because, well, one, a year is long and miniatures are small, so it's kind of easy to forget what you did in a year. And after I did look back and realized I painted over 40 miniatures, I actually felt quite chuffed with myself. I would think that might possibly be the most I've ever painted in a year. Now that's because I'm quite a slow painter. You guys have probably painted more than that in a month, but for me it's quite impressive. So I want to kind of go over what I finished throughout the year, just kind of give my thoughts on it, what I felt about it, things I tried out, some new things, just generally what I might have learned or enjoyed from each project. I feel like this might be something I could continue through the years just to kind of see if I progress or not. But anyway, enough of that kind of intro malarkey right there. Let's just get straight into it. Now, first on the list of things I finished this year were my Horus Heresy Space Wolves. Now, I say finished, there's a lot in this project that I would like to go back to at some point, but they're tabletop ready, you know? I also feel like maybe this one is cheating because I actually built these models and maybe did some of the kit bashing the previous year, but all the painting and the majority of the work was done in 2024. So yeah, I really enjoyed this whole project. I mean, it's probably one of my biggest projects I've ever done in like one sitting. I think it's like 1,000 points of Horus Heresy Space Wolves, maybe 1,500. I can't really remember now. But yeah, I learned a few things from this. I tried like a sponging weathering technique on this. First time I ever did that. I think it turned out pretty decently. I also tried streaking grime instead of washes. Tried some pigment powders, which didn't really work out for me. I think I need to redo the bases a bit. But yeah, and I definitely improved my green stuff fur on these models, that's for sure. But like I said, I definitely need to come back to these guys, add a bit more pop to them, and obviously expand the army as well. Now the next project I finished, I'm kind of just using my YouTube releases to kind of see what I actually did in order. And it was the Deathwatch kill team. Now I had a lot of fun with this one. I didn't really do anything new particularly because I've done a million Deathwatch kit bashes, but I think it's the first kill team I've done in years for one. And it's the fact that it's the Deathwatch. They are the kill team. They have so many unique weapons and stuff you can use in a kill team. And I mean, they're literally based and built around kill teams. That's kind of where the name comes from. So I feel like they're very thematic. They fit the whole game. And like I said, the whole idea that every guy can have a specialist weapon, you can really customize every guy and theme them. So they are the perfect kill team. Now, next up was something very different for me, and that was this Darkoath Warqueen. Now, most of you probably don't even know I finished this model because that video got absolutely no views because one, it was a painting video and it was Age of Sigmar, so obviously YouTube and algorithm and whoever watches my videos here for kit bashing 40k. So I definitely understand that one, but I had so much fun with this one. It was really fun just to paint something, and I think I tried to paint it to a pretty high standard for me. I tried to do a lot of like blending and stuff on the skin, and yeah, I tried a few things out there like the glow on the weapons. Never really done that before. Probably could use a bit more work, but yeah, generally I really like this model, and it's made me want to start an entire Darkoath army. Possibly the most fun miniature I've painted all year. I think so. Then next up is my Primaris Wulfen dude. Now this isn't anything special. I've done once again a lot of Space Wolfy things, but I think this is probably my most surprising project of the year. Going into it, I was thinking like, it's probably not going to really look that cool. I don't know if the paint job, but like I think everything just kind of fit together really well for me, and it just turned out way better than I thought it would. Like I say, the paint job to the kit bashing. I mean, it's some of the best green stuff hair I think I've ever done. I think it really works with that feral kind of vibe, and yeah, I will obviously link all these videos in the description and in the video and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys want to watch them, you can go for it. But yeah, definitely one of my more surprising projects of the year. And next, which is a project I thought might be like my biggest video of the year, because I released this limited edition Captain Titus kitbash thing, and it's definitely one of my more interesting kitbashes, I think, definitely of the year. And I had a lot of fun with this one with a little severed Tyranid there with some new stuff they're doing. I've never done anything like that, like green stuff guts on there. Yeah, I thought this was going to be the biggest video of the year, to be honest, but Surprisingly, the next miniature I'm going to show actually was the biggest one, I think. Maybe not, I'm not quite sure if my Horus Heresy one did better or not, but regardless of that, I had a lot of fun with this, and the game is just awesome as well, so that helps. And the one that did better than that was the Deathwatch version of Captain Titus from Space Marine 2, because I played the intro to the game and I was like, man, this is the best part of this game, and I kind of wish we had more Deathwatchy stuff. I'm hoping they'll do a DLC or maybe a Space Marine 1.5 or something in the future like that. But yeah, this Deathwatch guy was pretty quick and easy to put together, and yeah, I think he turned out pretty well. People seem to like him, and like I said, I did. Quite enjoy the textured stipply cloak I did on this one as well. That was quite a fun little different thing I tried out. I've been trying a lot more textured painting this year. I've been trying to like almost, not trying, but I think I've been finding my own style of painting. I've kind of stopped doing the whole GW like edge highlights, all that kind of stuff, like the heavy metal style of painting, and I've gone more towards, like I said, that textured, more rough and ready. Like I'm getting things done a lot quicker, and I'm enjoying painting a lot more. I don't have to like force myself to silky smooth edge highlight something 4 or 5 times. So I'm finding my style, not quite there yet, but I'm still learning, and yeah, this is kind of like the progression of that here, I think. Now, another new thing that's like, well, completely different from my channel was I did some Fallout miniatures. Again, it's not Games Workshop related, but I'm a massive fan of Fallout, and yeah, I just painted one of each of these guys just so I can try the different teams. Yeah, great little miniatures here, and I think the pack guy, this little feral dude, is definitely my favorite of the two, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more Fallout in the future if I can get around to it. And last but certainly not least was my Sylvaneth spearhead. Now, if you've been following my channel, I only released this video like a week ago, but I did finish the models last year, the end of like around December time, Christmas time. Now, this one was definitely me trying to do something completely new. It's kind of the title of the video as well, but for one, it's not futuristic. There's no armor, there's no guns, there's no clothing. It's just a bunch of tree people, you know, bark, leaves, twigs, and it was quite liberating, I guess. Like I said before about edge highlights and all that kind of stuff, I didn't have to do any of that kind of stuff. Lots of stippling, lots of scratches, just try to enjoy it, and you know, not to overthink it, and not try to make it look realistic or anything like that. And it had a lot of fun. It was a nice refresh for me just to end the year off just doing something completely different. No 40k, nothing like that. And on top of that, the basing on this turned out way better than I thought it would. First time trying resin and trying to make like a wet, rainy forest kind of vibe on here, and I thought it turned out pretty decently. So yeah, I think this was a great way to end the year. But yeah, that's basically my recap of the year. Like I said, all together, it's like roughly 40 miniatures. And let's see, maybe by the end of this year, I will have more. I mean, I've already finished one miniature, which is my Death Guard Lord of Contagion. That video is up now as well, which I'll link if you guys want to watch that. So we're off to a good start. But yeah, you never know what a year holds. We'll see. But comment below, guys, how many miniatures you painted, which ones were your favorite, what did you learn this year? Just kind of what was your 2024 recap hobby-wise. But as always, guys, you know how to do this whole YouTube thing. Like, subscribe. I do have a YouTube membership, Patreon and stuff if you want to go that extra little mile for support. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.